Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Lions JV Lacrosse, Mike Formasano along with you as the JV Lacrosse team takes on the Immaculata Spartans. And we start up action here in the very first half of this game. If you missed it, the varsity game went a little long, went to double overtime. And I'll tell you, an incredible victory by the Pope John Lions varsity squad over Immaculata, 8-7 in double overtime. Well, now the JV gets their crack, and we'll go over rosters in just a little bit. We start action here on the Pope John side of the field, and Immaculata with number 20 with the pass over to number 10, Mitch Carr, to 20, Dominic DeBella. Over to number 7, Bo Almeida. Looking to come in, the pass over to number 5, Joey Lamastro. The goalkeepers in this game for Pope John, number 55, Owen Houle. And you need to get a number on the Immaculata goalkeeper. Looks like number 24, and that would be Will Trotliff. Ball's loose. Mastro gets knocked down by number 28 for Pope John, and that is Jacob Post. Post races it up the field. Pass goes over to Immaculata. Number 25 takes a hit from Post. Now to pass to 10. The shot goes out of bounds. Immaculata will maintain possession. We'll give it a roster for Pope John in just a minute here to get started. As I said, Houle in net for the Lions. 10-minute quarters. Pass over to number 7 for Immaculata, Bo Almeida. Being guarded by number 19 for the Lions, Mike Marston. Mastro with the pass over. Now to number 10, the shot saved. Houle. Great save by Owen Houle off the shot by Mitch Carr. And now the pass to Jacob Post. Post will run up the field on the near sideline. The Lions in their blue uniforms trimmed by gold and white. The golden domes, the golden helmets. Immaculata in the white jerseys with silver helmets, or blue. Here's a shot off the crossbar. I'll tell you, Immaculata rang the post 3 times, posted crossbar, in the varsity game. Came within inches of winning against Pope John. So now, number 27 for the Lions. And it goes over to Immaculata. Mitch Carr with it, number 10. Pass into 5, Lamastro. Down below, Houle tried to play it, but it goes over to number 11, Dylan Zliski. Shot, save, Houle. And he's able to recover. Houle with the pass out to Post. Jacob Post, cross-field pass, out of the reach of Steve Leonard, number 30. Gets over to number 13, Justin Perella. Ball rolls to the sideline, still in bounds. Pope John and Immaculata fighting for it. And it is Perella who takes it to the center of the field. The shot, wide, to the right, out of bounds. Number 29, Aiden DiLivo. Was he closest? No, they're going to say Immaculata was, so... Immaculata closest, and it goes over to Will Drotliff, the goalkeeper for Immaculata. Here's number 26 for the Spartans, Al Rashid Gordon. Pass into number 3, Jack Armenti. Now number 7 with it, Bo Almeida. Guarded by 17 for Pope John, Connor Clifford. Post on him. Post out there, number 51, Andrew Jessa Maria. Number 27, Emilio Barranco. Number 16, Amir Young. Shot off the post as we remain scoreless. Immaculata scores. Number 7, no post that time. Bo Almeida into the top of the net, just above Owen Houle, who was making the initial save and was out of position for the rebound. Obviously, he was on the left side, and by the time it came over to the right, he didn't have enough time to move over there. So Into the top portion of the net, Almeida scores to make it 1-0. Immaculata. Well, Marston will take the draw. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the roster here for you for Pope John for the freshmen. We have Marston, number 19. Number 16, Amir Young. We have Vic Fiore, number 10. Connor Clifford, 17. Evan Wyatt, number 18. Mike Marston, number 19. 20, Hayden Marshall. 21, Matthew Riley. 22, Andrew Gallant. 24, Zach Cash. 25, John Brugner. 26, Chris Sabella. 27, Emilio Barranco. 28, Jacob Post. 29, Aiden DiLivo. 30, Steve Leonard. 31, Michael Formasano. 50, Sutton Fullwood. 51, Andrew Justin Maria. And 55, the goalkeeper, Owen Hull. And there's your JV roster. Head coach of the Pope John Lions is Joe Delaferra. President of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County, Father Michael Parisi. Principal Gene Emmering. Athletic Director Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin.
Okay.
Here's a pass across to Marston. Saved by Drotliff. And Immaculata will race it out. Drotliff with the pass over to number 33, Aiden Green. Now Drotliff out of his net. Passes it up to number 9, Nicholas Temple. Stolen away by Pope John. Back over to Immaculata. DiLivo trying to get a piece of it. Ball still on the turf, and there is Gordon. Gordon with the pass to Carr. Mitch Carr racing in. Coming in on Jessa Maria. Carr with it. Jessa Maria swiping away, trying to knock the ball loose. Ball's loose, and it comes out to number 18 for Pope John. Pass over to DiLivo. Now in the corner to Brugner, number 25. 18 is Evan Wyatt. Drotliff with the save as the ball's on the turf. Not really a save, but he was able to scoop it up. And a whistle on the play. 2:34 to go, first quarter. Immaculata leading 1-0 over Pope John. Not as dissipated as some, but still a pretty good audience for the JV game. Here's DiLivo. Now, nothing to say against varsity and JV, and the JV, getting their chance and their opportunity, and that's how they grow. But to come off such a high for Pope John after that varsity game, to keep the excitement here, it's got to be tough to do. But JV working hard out there. Down 1-0 to Immaculata. I always thought about if you, this is the 45th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, ice hockey, the United States hockey team. They defeated Soviet Union 4-3 at Lake Placid, February 22nd, 1980. Now, that was the first game of the evening. They had another game before that, or after that. It was Sweden and Finland. And that wound up in a 3-3 tie. I wonder how the broadcaster, Al Michaels, handled that, and how the fans in the stands, after watching the United States pull off the upset of the century against the Soviet Union, how it was to sit through a 3-period and then an overtime between Sweden and Finland. Well, no, actually there was no overtime. It was just 3 periods, but you're sitting there and you're watching the game, and I guarantee everybody's thinking about the game beforehand. Well, that's what I'm struggling with right now, thinking about the double overtime win by the varsity, 8-7 over Immaculata. We got a timeout on the field. The Spartans of Immaculata leading Pope John 1-0 in this JV contest. So now the Lions coming back onto the field. The JV team that you're watching right now, these are the future varsity players. These are the Lions that you'll see in years to come. So they're just like Heller and Ramirez and Canetta and Fox. They all got their start on the JV level. And you're seeing that with these players right now on the field. So your future Lions for the varsity squad getting their teeth sharpened here on the JV level. It's great that Pope John can go ahead and field the JV team to be able to get the players that experience. Here's the pass out to number 18, Evan Wyatt. Wyatt. Pass over to number 10. It's Vic Fiore. Fiore still a little bit of time in the varsity game. Now he's getting some more action here in the JV squad game. Pass over to Wyatt. Here's Wyatt moving in. The shot, saved by Drotliff. It's loose on the top of the crease, and he's able to smother it. And Immaculata now with possession. Drotliff pass out, intercepted by Fiore on the turf. He wasn't able to cradle it. Mitch Carr with it now. Pass up to number 20, Dominic DeBella. DeBella over to number 7, the shot wide right. And Hula's closest, so I believe Pope John's going to get possession out of this. Number 7, Bo Almeida, who scored the goal for Immaculata midway through the first quarter. Now here's the pass to Sutton Fullwood. Fullwood trying to scoop it up, and he does. Passes it back to his goalkeeper. It's loose right in front of the crease as Hul couldn't field it cleanly. Now he gets it. Gets the ball out of harm's way. Gordon with a piece of it for Immaculata. Now goes back into Pope John territory, and here it is Wyatt. Evan Wyatt with Fiore as a screen. Wyatt coming in. Slow down on the left side. Pass to Fiore. 22 seconds to go, first quarter. Fiore taking his time, working the Immaculata defense, looking for a shot, now takes it. Deflected by defenseman 25 for Immaculata, Julian Stock. Goes out of bounds, and Pope John is closest. 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that is the end of the quarter as the ball bounces out of Fiore's cross. We are through 1 here at Pope John High School. It's Immaculata 1. Pope John no score. We'll be back Pope John High School right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Good coach. You sign an autograph?
In the pedal, and you do great.
Stacey, how's it going? Some game.
You have to hammer something into the plate? Yeah.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Lions JV Lacrosse. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action as the Lions with their home opener here against Immaculata, and the Spartans lead 1-0 as we head to the second quarter. Pope John defeating Riverdale 7-0 in the JV game on Wednesday, so they're looking to advance their record to 2 wins and no defeats. But Immaculata getting a goal from Bo Almeida halfway through the first quarter to give the Spartans a 1-0 lead. If you missed the earlier game this morning, it was Pope John and Immaculata going to double overtime, and then with seconds remaining, and I don't remember how many seconds were on the clock, it had to be less than 5, Travis Heller scored his 6th goal of the game to win the game for Pope John in double overtime, 8-7. Go back and watch it. It is archived here on the channel. It'll be posting later on this afternoon or evening. Here's the shot. Score! Connor Clifford with the pass in from Hayden Marshall. And the Lions tie the game 1-1. Clifford with the goal past goalkeeper Will Drotliff. So the goal comes with 30 seconds into the second quarter. Connor Clifford scores to make it 1-1. Now Marston will take the draw against Bo Almeida for Immaculata. I promised you guys rosters for the teams as we got to the regular season, and hopefully I delivered. Even on the JV level, we want to make sure we recognize the players on both sides of the ball. Here's Clifford moving in. Gordon defending him. Now, Marshall, number 20. Marshall got his first varsity goal at the end of the Riverdale game. Made it 14-7 Pope John. Credited incorrectly in the newspaper, but we want to make sure we credit him correctly here. Hayden Marshall with his first varsity goal against Riverdale to make the score 14-7 on Wednesday. Here's number 18, Evan Wyatt. Those goals, those first ones are special, and you remember those. Here's Andrew Gallant. Gallant with the pass in front to Leonard, and it just evades his cross, and it goes out of bounds. But Pope John, nope, they're going to roll it over to Immaculata. So Immaculata will take over. We're deadlocked at 1 here at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. JV squads for the Spartans and the Lions here. Another Lion-Spartan matchup Thursday at Sparta High School. The Pope John Lions varsity and JV squads will take on the Sparta Spartans. Crosstown rivalry renewed Thursday, 4 p.m. at Sparta High School, also here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. On Monday, Sparta comes into Pope John in softball, and the Pope John Lady Lions will host Sparta for the season opener. Monday, 4 p.m. We'll be with you at the softball fields at Pope John High School and right here on Pope John Lions TV. Here's the pass to Perella. Perella over to Wyatt. Evan Wyatt with it now on the right wing. Goes back up top, guarded by Almeida. Perella moving from right to left. Fiore left to right. Shot comes in, and it misses Strotliff, and it goes wide left. Marshall's closest. Pope John will maintain possession. So now the pass to Perella. Now Wyatt. Evan Wyatt up top. He'll pass off to Justin Perella. Perella looking to come in on number 3, Giacomenti. The shot saved, Drotliff. Nice save by the freshman netminder. And now he'll pass it off to Gordon. Gordon with Leonard swiping away. Now to Almeida. Perella on him. Almeida on the near side, looking to run to the center of the field. Shot on goal, saved by Hull. Owen gets his cross in front of that. And the pass out to Evan Wyatt. Wyatt racing up the far side of the field. Pass over the cross of Andrew Gallant. And it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Immaculata ball. 5:40 to go here, running clock in the second quarter. It's 1-1, Pope John and Immaculata here at Pope John High School. Interception by Connor Clifford. Clifford with the pass to Gallant. He scores! Andrew Gallant just inside the left post. The assist to Connor Clifford. So Clifford with a goal and assist. Gallant with the goal there with 5:15 remaining. And Pope John is taking a 2-1 lead. So Almeida opened the scoring for Immaculata in the first quarter, but 2 goals here by the Lions in quarter number 2. One by Clifford, one by Gallant. It's 2-1 Pope John. Here's a face-off. And it goes over to Mike Marston. Mike Marston, the pass down low. Oh, it just bounced out of John Brugner's cross. And Drotliff recovers for Immaculata. So Brugner with a golden opportunity. It just hit off the side of his cross. Now it's loose. His car can't handle it. And Perella scoops it up. Justin Perella with the pass across to Marston. Just out of his reach. Brugner chases. It's going to be Immaculata ball. He was not able to save it on the sideline. So pass back to Trotliff. And it goes over to Gordon. Trotliff with it now. Out of his net. Pass over to number 9 for Immaculata, but it doesn't get there. That was Nicholas Temple. Goes out of bounds. Pope John will take over. Clifford and Galat with the goals for the Lions here. Makes the score 2-1, Pope John. So the schedule coming up here on the channel. Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Monday, 4 p.m., Pope John hosting Sparta in girls softball. Tuesday, girls lacrosse, as Pope John heads out to Blairstown to take on North Warren, the Patriots. On Wednesday, the boys' home opener for baseball, as we will cover Pope John and Morris Knowles. And then Thursday, it'll be back to lacrosse. Boys lacrosse team taking on Sparta at Sparta High School. We'll wrap up the week Friday. Softball. Will be Pope John hosting, I think it's West Morris, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. And then Governor Livingston comes in for lacrosse on Saturday. Shot, save by Trotliff off the shot by Perella. So a whole host of games coming up on the channel. Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Here's a pass into number 11, now to number 3. 11, Dylan Zalewski, and number 3, Jack Armenti. Well, Zalewski's pass is just out of reach of Armenti, and Pope John will take over. Here is Jacob Post. Post has got Armenti on him. He'll pass it back to Hull. Owen Hull. Pass out to Jessa Maria. Bounced off his cross, but he has time to pick it back up. Jessa Maria with the pass over to number 10, Vic Fiore. Fiore over to Wyatt. Minute 45 to go in quarter number 2. Lions leading 2-1. Here's Perella. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt breaking in. Now Fiore working on Mitch Carr. Minute 20 to go, 80 seconds in the first half. Fiore looking to break in. Pass over to Wyatt. Wyatt with a shot, just wide right. Goes out of bounds. Brugna's closest. 1 minute remaining in quarter number 2. Here is Perella. Off the stick of Wyatt. Now Wyatt on the left. Shot! Score! Evan Wyatt! A quick shot. Past the goalkeeper for Immaculata, Will Trotliff. And with about 40 seconds remaining in quarter number 2, Pope John goes up 3-1. So Evan Wyatt gets on the scoreboard. Marston out to take the draw, 20 seconds. I don't believe there'll be much time after that. We're now down to 15 and counting. Eight seconds ago. Here's the draw. Marston looking to scoop it up. He'll sweep it over to Clifford. Clifford, 1 second, fires. Knocked down by number 25 for Immaculata, Julian Stock. So that's the end of the first half. Immaculata scores once in the first quarter, and Pope John responds with 3 of their own in the second. We'll take a break. We'll come up on a new feed here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube and come back for second half action, probably in about, I'd say, 5 minutes. From Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, it's Pope John 3, Immaculata 1. We'll be back for second half action right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
You're the best. It's so great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
This all lands on,
Thank you. Thank
this all
you.
lands on YouTube?
Yeah, it'll be on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Okay, all right. Enjoy.
Thank you.